la chaqueta, que el Señor lo limpió hasta el tercer día resucitó entre los muertos y ve los cielos.
This video was filmed inside a popular restaurant in the Candelaria Historic Center of Bogota. At first, it all seems pretty normal, just a regular security camera recording two women sitting down for a meal, chatting and enjoying themselves. But then something strange happens, and it completely changes the mood of the video. While the women are eating, one of the plates on the table suddenly begins to move completely on its own. And here's the weird part: the women didn't freak out. They weren't scared. Instead, they looked more puzzled, almost like they couldn't believe what they had just seen. They even checked around, but there was no sign of anything that could have caused it. No strings, no tricks, nothing obvious that could explain the sudden movement. Now, some people have tried to come up with explanations. Some say maybe the table was wet, or perhaps vibrations from nearby traffic caused the plate to shift. But here's the thing: only one plate moved, and the others stayed perfectly still, which makes those explanations hard to believe. So what could have caused it? Could it be something paranormal? Or maybe just a really strange coincidence? We don't have all the answers yet, but this footage definitely raises some questions. Maybe someone will go back to that restaurant and investigate further, and we'll get some clarity. But for now, all we can do is speculate. All right, let's dive into this next chilling encounter. And trust me, this one's going to make you think twice about those late-night stops at gas stations. It all started like any ordinary night. A group of friends gathered at a gas station, just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. But things took a sinister turn, fast.
Ya estábamos ahí cotorreando chingón. Ya que llega que me dice, no.
Oye, güey,
Dice, ¿qué onda?
quiero tomar una foto, volteen.
Oh, por favor, usted paparazzi, no lo queremos ahorita. Mira ese camión. No,
¿Qué,
no
qué,
se ve.
¿Qué tiene el puto camión?
Tiene sus lucecitas, pero no se ven. ¿Sí se ven?
No, güey.
¿No se ven?
No mames, no se alcanza a ver.
Allá, güey, allá.
Ya lo vi, güey, ya.
A la verga, ¿quién verga es eso tú?
No mames, no sé, güey.
No mames. No mames.
Ay, hijo de
a la
tu puta
verga.
madre. Aguanta, güey, aguanta.
Puta madre.
Aguanta. No nos ve, güey.
Espérate, aguanta aquí. ¿Quién verga es eso tú?
No sabes, güey. Vente, vamos a meternos, güey. Al chile, porque no.
A la verga, no mames. A la verga,
Hijo de... Hijo de su... ¿Quién sabe, güey?
At first, everything seemed normal. But then, out of nowhere, the men became visibly shaken, staring off into the distance and pointing. The cameraman quickly panned over, and that's when they saw it, a tall, pale, and lanky figure slowly moving toward them. Whatever this thing was, it circled around the building, leaving the group confused and terrified. As the figure came closer again, the friends decided they weren't going to stick around to find out what it wanted. They took off, running for safety, and honestly, that decision might have saved them from something far worse.
Oh, por favor, usted paparazzi, no lo queremos ahorita. Mira ese camión. No, no se ve.
¿Qué tiene el puto camión?
Tiene sus lucecitas, pero no se ven. ¿Sí se ven?
No, güey.
¿No se ven?
No mames, no se alcanza a ver.
Allá, güey, allá.
Ya lo vi, güey, ya.
A la verga, ¿quién verga es eso tú?
No mames, no sé, güey.
No mames. No mames.
Ay, hijo de tu
a la
puta
verga.
madre. Aguanta, güey, aguanta. Aguanta. No nos ve, güey.
Espérate, aguanta aquí. ¿Quién verga es eso tú?
No sabes, güey. Vente, vamos a meternos, güey. Al chile, porque no.
Now, here's where things get even creepier. The person who uploaded the video shared a chilling detail in the description. According to local lore, the figure they saw that night is believed to be the ghost of a former watchman. This watchman had been brutally assaulted and killed while on duty, and his body was later found on the nearby train tracks. Watching the footage, you can't help but imagine the fear these friends must have felt as they saw a ghostly figure stalking toward them out of nowhere. It's a terrifying moment, and one that would make anyone think twice about late-night hangouts at gas stations. But what do you think? Was this the spirit of the watchman, or just a case of mistaken identity? Let me know in the comments, and as always, if you're into creepy stories like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright, let's move on to this next eerie video, and let me tell you, even though the footage is blurry, the fear it captures is all too real.
Nació en Santa María Virgen, padeció bajo el poder de Poncio Pilato, fue crucificado, muerto y sepultado, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día quitando la chaqueta, y resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. Quítame la chaqueta, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso.
This one was filmed late at night on the streets of Bogota, Colombia, and it starts off with a group of people casually walking around when loud, terrifying noises suddenly echo nearby.
Poncio Pilato fue crucificado, muerto y sepultado, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día quitando la chaqueta y resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. Quítame la chaqueta, descendió a los infiernos, al tercer día resucitó entre los muertos, subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha.
As the group reacts to the unsettling sounds, things quickly escalate when a shadowy figure dressed in black appears, slowly making its way toward the person recording and another individual close by. The eerie noises continue as the mysterious figure approaches, inching closer with each passing second. And then, just when the tension hits its peak, the footage abruptly cuts off, leaving everyone watching to wonder what in the world happened next. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. According to the uploader, they believe this strange figure was a bruja, a term used in Spanish-speaking cultures to describe a witch. In many Latin American traditions, a bruja is thought to practice witchcraft or folk magic, often wielding supernatural powers to cause harm or cast curses. So was this dark figure really a bruja, using her powers to haunt the streets that night? Or was it something else entirely? The video leaves a lot of questions unanswered, and viewers are left to speculate about what was truly captured on camera. For whatever reason, hospitals often give many people the creeps. These places are supposed to be havens where patients go to heal, but instead, they can feel eerily uncomfortable. A TikTok user named Loney shared a video that adds to the reasons for feeling apprehensive about hospitals.
Miren, esa camisa anda sola, chicos. Estoy con los pelos de punta. Mira. ¿A ustedes les parece que me puede pasar esto?
The footage reveals the inside of a particularly creepy hospital hallway or tunnel, reminiscent of scenes straight out of a horror movie. Throughout the video, a hospital table can be seen moving on its own down the length of the hallway, slowly but steadily, before passing by the person recording. Although nothing particularly intense or physically frightening occurs, there's something deeply unsettling about witnessing a table glide through the eerie setting of this hospital. For those already fearful of hospitals, this video is unlikely to alleviate any phobias. Viewers are left wondering if there's any logical explanation for the bizarre occurrence. In a chilling and mysterious video posted by Amara Bell, viewers are introduced to a haunting scenario that could easily steal away a few hours of sleep. The uploader reveals that her sister has been living in a haunted house for 8 years and continues to encounter strange occurrences that unsettle her. The video captures a particularly eerie moment where unsettling banging and chopping noises echo through the house, even though she appears to be home alone. The source of these sounds remains a mystery, leading viewers to speculate in the comments. Some suggest that the noises resemble someone chopping something on a cutting board, raising the question, could this be a paranormal entity, perhaps a chef from a past life, attempting to whip up a meal in the afterlife? While it may sound humorous, it highlights the unpredictable nature of the supernatural, leaving viewers to wonder what truly lurks within the walls of that haunted house.